Alright, my game won't pop up. There we go. Oh, this is getting hot. All right, let's hop back into it. Episode 2, chapter 5. Where is
How
my
many
mother?
times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
Yep.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Okay. My next reading. Logic, psychology, conviction, erudition. Let's go. Diversion. My etiquette is up to 1. I don't know. Let's go into erudition. What does that do? Benefit from sound cultural background in the arts, geography, and history. Yeah, let's go into that. Oh, I can do 2. Ah, that changes the game. Conviction. There we go. They let me do 2 of them. Let me know if my sound is good. The sound levels. I haven't changed anything, but you never know with these systems.
Monsieur de Richet, do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. However, there may be some new developments, but I don't know if they are linked to your mother. We have found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. I'm afraid she was brutally murdered.
You can see like the mic over here kind of like coming in and out. Okay, that's better. Okay. I think he's immune to questioning. I feel like he's immune to almost everything, right? Right. But I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna cost me anything.
Who could have done it?
That is precisely what I would like you to help us determine, Louis. Duchess Hillsborough informed us that she accompanied you at the beginning of the evening. You apparently bumped into Miss Adams, who wanted to speak to you. We are told you turned her away, and she went away on her own.
Exactly.
That's correct.
Do you know what she wanted to see you about, by any chance?
Well, she did seem confused, but I don't know.
She seemed upset about something. I thought she was under the influence of alcohol, but we didn't really speak.
Pity. The poor child was probably trying to find help.
I thought it could wait until tomorrow.
Apparently not. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed.
Okay.
I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why is that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this.
Welcome to the stream,
And
everyone.
I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Do we have any suspects?
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi.
So they're clear.
So I think you can remove them from the list of suspects. Monsieur Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They
Watch
retired
it
and
be
went up to
watch
bed.
it be George Washington. Either him or it's gonna be somebody else. But I think my suspicion is George Washington. Okay, any details?
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
All right,
Right.
let's go.
I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis.
Let's go.
Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms.
Oh, I'm in everybody's room
They'll
now.
be notified and they agree.
I'm in everybody's room. Look at him. He's dropping up here. Okay, so oh, we're full. What does Carmelite water do? I don't know what these things do. Journal, talent. Okay, Carmelite water. Next skill use is free. Oh, bet. Okay, I'm gonna start using that too. Let's see if I can use it right now. Where were you last night, sir?
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
Oh, no, I didn't. I know I didn't. I need to go. I ain't got
I'm
nothing.
listening, Louis.
I ain't got nothing for you. I have a culprit.
I'll
Not
be
yet.
in touch as soon as I
Not
have
yet.
any more
I
information.
don't have a culprit yet. I could just say George Washington, though, just because I don't like him.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
What's that? A book? Coin? It's jelly? Devil's Thorn. I don't know what that does either. Devil's Thorn temporarily reveals the immunity. Okay.
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
He
last
better not
night?
come knocking at my door or it's a
I
wrap
saw
for him.
the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Do you know why he was
Not
over
to
there?
worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging
I
around
used
the
used
room
Devil
like
Thorn
that?
without even.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost.
Not just
But I
lost,
don't
she was
think
out of her
he got a
mind.
very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis. One last thing. You must know that Peru hit young Adams on the evening of our arrival.
That's why she had a black eye.
Apparently violently attacked her in the small salon.
Do you know anything else about the attack?
Oh, unfortunately not. I arrived too late to intervene. Young Miss Adams had already been submitted to the foul lout's wrath. Otherwise, you can believe me, it would not have happened.
Don't lie to me. I bet he wouldn't have jumped in at all. Okay, anything else? I just be so. Oh, I saw a light. What's the, another coin?
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Okay, so I got the same book in my room. Okay. Oh, I see.
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
And golden elixir.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
A four-letter word. Change second letter. I'm just trying to see what's in here. The last letter. First letter can be oh, I got it. Your boy's smart out here. All right. Handwritten note by Lord Mortimer. All right, let's go. Time to go searching everybody's rooms. Actually, I did.
Monsieur Johann van Volna.
Actually, let me go to Elizabeth's room first. Oh, who you? Have I met him before?
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner.
Oh, it is
Are you
him.
looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
I no.
Oh,
no,
you're looking a little bit suspicious out
nothing
here.
special.
I'd have
Yeah.
thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going. I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
I caught you red-handed. All right, let's go in here. Oh, she's still laying there.
My dear Elizabeth.
Okay, I think I've read those the first time.
The clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
3:54.
That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time.
You a lie. You went to sleep.
A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here?
Examine the symbol. Oh, I got 3 points. Logic, occultism. Let me do these first, and then
I
I'll.
wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram.
if a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
Facts. Okay.
A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know, what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
And then
Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
all right.
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Okay. My linguistics coming in handy right here.
It looks like a mixture of medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing. I can make out some passages, though. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing.
Huh.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Psychology. She was immune to
June
that.
11th.
Okay, I think I read these last time also. Oh, that was a pistol.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Take it with you.
It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
Grip.
There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for
is this
sure how they got there.
the gun my mom had in the
Tribute
flashback?
engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France.
Oh snap! There's only 2 French people here, right? Yeah. There's Napoleon and Jacques Peroux.
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
I got you now, French boy. Okay. What's over here?
Vials of laudanum.
Science. Why?
The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
George Washington. Devil's. Huh.
Blood spatter indicates that the murder must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
Jacques Peroux is looking more like you every day.
Knocked over a bottle of wine. What kind of plonk is that? Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happening.
Wait, what
with
does
this
that
wine,
red
but
mark mean again?
It's undrinkable.
Is that intoxicated? Dialogue. How does he get that from sniffing? You know what? No, we're not doing that today.
The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh.
The
lower
handle.
part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
So it's probably, she probably held onto it, right?
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand. Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru?
What?
Washington, maybe.
George Washington, let me go see your boots. Yeah. What's that? Blood.
Poor girl bled to death.
Oh, never mind. I clicked on that already, I think.
Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go search their rooms now. Okay, last thing. Eyes are bloodshot. Did she get stabbed? She had to have gotten stabbed. What am I talking about? Alright, there's a lot of blood. Okay.
Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs.
Oh, look at those feet.
More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body. The direction of the blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something.
Hold on, wait. I chose detective as my class, right? So this is perfect for me, right? It's perfect.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Oh yeah, look at that. My vigilance and everything. I wish my science was up though.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin.
Ew.
Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Observe the wounds.
Looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth.
So he came up behind her, heamed her up, went this way. Look, what's detective? You always start from the bottom up when you're examining.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Some slits on the wrist. Okay, I can.
She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age.
Listen, I'm gonna get cocky all I
Unless
want
her
though.
Mother,
That's all I'm
was a
saying.
tutor.
If I'm getting it right, then I have all
Greek.
right to be
See
cocky.
what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what? Scarring. Ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts. people who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
Alright,
No
check the
wounds,
hands.
Blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. No marks or bruising around the wrists. Doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle.
Just imagine if I went into politics. I wouldn't be able to get any of this.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture.
I mean, she did tell you that your
She
mama
also
did it.
has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations. She bled from the nose.
A little.
There's signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising. What a strange smell.
I know that smell. It's
Laudanum.
Yep, laudanum.
Certain courtiers use it to get drunk. If taken in large quantities, it can provoke fits of madness.
Maybe that's how she was tweaking last night.
Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America.
Oh, I thought it said
wonder
take
if
one.
Washington's involved.
Okay. And okay. All right. I think oh, never mind. What's
Piece
this?
Of fabric, high quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
The logic, etiquette. I'm going
Color
logic.
doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. Why the
snap.
hell did she come into this room?
Wait, so don't tell me my mama was involved in this. I'm trying to find her and clear her name, and she out here running amok. All right, I think I'm done in here. Let's see.
Has Sir finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
Okay.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sir finished with
I
this
know
room?
enough now.
I'm out.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be.
Let me
I
out.
shall guard the door.
Let me out. All right, there we go. All right. Time to go snooping.
President George Washington.
Oh yeah, I'm in here. Where your boots at, man?
A map of Vermont.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage.
I went into the first room that I saw.
I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have.
First room I saw was his.
I look forward to seeing you soon.
I think the game's trying to set me up to make it seem like it's him. It's like, up, that's the quickest access to her room also. And if the time of death is correct, like he think it is, 3:54 a.m., then obviously it could be him because he left the party a little after midnight. You ain't slick, George. You're not slick. I'm on to you.
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Politics. I don't care. I don't deal in politics. I'm a logical thinker. I make my own rules up out here.
Portrait of George Washington.
That looks nothing like him. Oh, jelly. Can we go here? Nope. What's these?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
What's... Let's see. What? Okay. Well, I know that there's a Carmelite water in here. George, talk to me.
Greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Because you're
Lord
guilty.
Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Oh yeah, the laudanum.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes. She came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took
There was
laudanum?
another choice.
Yes. She came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
It's just for that, then.
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age, it's rare to have no problems in that domain.
And do you take a lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
Okay, okay.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
That's what I was going to say.
And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered.
You wanted to snoop through her room. You're not getting away with that.
Are you all right, Mr. President? Are you feeling all right?
Oh, don't worry.
Didn't he want to snoop through her room?
What do you expect? I'm no spring chicken now.
Try to get me to be an accomplice. Next skill is free.
I'm talking to all the guests to find out who has an alibi and, well, who doesn't, Mr. President. Can you tell me what you were doing last night so that I can strike your name off the list?
I spent the night right here, reading.
All night?
Exactly. Emily stopped by in the middle of the night. You can ask her. She wanted to talk about some business we have in common.
Anything whatsoever to do with Elizabeth?
Not at all, Louis. A business guy.
Okay, okay. You know what? I'm a believe him.
Do
Do you know why she came to the island?
I'm
To get
unbelievable
help,
only because
if
that
I'm
note
not
on his
mistaken.
desk.
Isn't that right?
Indeed. Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her. It would appear that she wasn't invited to the conference.
That doesn't surprise me. The poor girl was in no way concerned by our business, and she had no political clout.
So, I don't understand why Sir Gregory invited her during the conference of his good friend Lord Mortimer. He must have realized that he wouldn't have much time to grant her. Preparing a conference does not seem an easy task. On the evening of our arrival, Lord Mortimer didn't even welcome us, what with his being so busy and all.
Yes, you're right, Louis. I didn't think of that. It is indeed rather
Detective
surprising.
skills on 100.
The easiest thing to do is simply ask him, you know.
Of course.
Oh no, I plan on it. Oh yeah, what
Mr.
size shoe
President,
you wear?
We found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured. It looks like the print of a big ankle boot.
Okay.
A large size,
You lucky.
I'd say.
Perfect.
You're lucky.
That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
Mm-hmm. You're lucky. So I didn't even look at your shoes, but you're lucky. Okay.
Looks like a note between
This is the note that I was
Emily
talking
and Washington about
which
trade deals.
makes his statement about talking to Emily true. But this is how you can tell Louis' bedroom game is weak. She still had time to come in here and talk to the George Washington. He need to work on that. Hey, Emily still had the energy to come in here,
Hey, a Russian ruble.
talk to George
What would it be
Washington.
worth today?
Alright,
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
I can't go in his room. I mean, he was upstairs, but why can't I go in his room? That's the real question. And that's my room.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Okay. I thought he said I got permission to go in all the rooms.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Emily. You get
King
some rest
George
from last
III
night?
in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess. Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice. A fragment of amber.
Dear E, I received your last letter.
E,
Unfortunately,
her
the
sister,
Crown informed
right?
the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours.
Why are you saying wow?
P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Alright,
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband.
what's this?
Grammar of Port-Royal. Ah, the artistry of the French language and all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Yep, a little bit of it.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but
I wager he'll recover from this present fit.
Listen, I'm
Next
just
time you
saying.
speak with Her Majesty the Queen,
She
would you
put this
please
man
be
to
so
bed
kind
and
as to
still had
ask
the
her
energy to
look
go
into my petition to
talk
raise taxes
business.
for the king.
Obviously,
I will
he didn't do
personally
something
see to
right.
it that our nation will recover
That's all
from
I'm
this
saying.
impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
A pound.
Duchess, you can inform King George of the Holy Father's backing. We shall assist you with financing the recruitment of regiments and immigrant royalists to fight against France. Your friend, His Eminence Giuseppe Piaggi. I forgot his first name is Giuseppe.
2 coils circle the lock.
Unlock. You know what? I don't use these, so I'm gonna just use it right now. I might need it for later, but I don't know. You know. I'm gonna save a couple of them.
Thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous.
Face is
As
getting
for
a little
Sarah
dark.
de Vichy, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Alright.
Alright. I've retrieved everything.
Hold on. I might need to turn this this light on.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now.
15 years.
Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you until my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately.
Alright, that looks
For
a little better.
As agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
Ooh. I'm just trying to get it so it's not like freaking out up in the camera frame. I guess that's good enough. Hopefully you can still hear me good.
Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
Ooh, I'm searching it.
The Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. A Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
What up, boo? Your back feeling okay? Do you stretches?
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Death came quickly. You can be assured of that.
If such a senseless act can happen here, then none of us is truly safe anywhere. Lord Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Violent? What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
Do I need to move my camera
Oh
over a little
God,
bit?
Louis.
Does it
How
cover up the
The
subtitles?
murderer must have had a serious grudge against her to set upon her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
I'm doing it for Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Make her speak about the night of the murder.
Since your arrival, did you notice anything strange about Elizabeth?
Everything that happened around that poor child was strange. You saw that for yourself.
I know. You're right. I'm looking for leads to try to reduce the number of suspects.
Well, I would say that in addition to ourselves, you could also cross off President Washington. I went to see him during the night. I had some business with him, and I can confirm that he didn't leave his room all night.
That gives Washington an alibi.
Okay.
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
So yeah, okay, so Washington is off the list.
I
Emily
didn't take much interest
off the
in her.
list.
I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
Correspondence with Piaget. Speak to her about the piece of fabric.
I hear you were in discussions with the Holy See.
Oh, either His Eminence can't keep his tongue from wagging, or you've been poking your nose where you shouldn't, sir.
Even so, Emily, you're raising a royalist army. That's no small matter.
And you are straying from the subject. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it from?
That's what I'm trying to find out. The color doesn't match any of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis, do you realize what this means? If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's...
Don't say
I don't
it.
have any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm so sorry, Louis.
Thank you.
Are you all right? You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
Thank you, Emily.
Oh yeah, don't give her nothing.
We found the murder weapon.
What is it?
A dagger, quite slim.
Have you found its owner?
Not yet. Still searching as it happens. That said, since the blade penetrated the body several times, the murderer's hand will have been covered in blood.
You think that's a clue?
The handprint was a very slender hand, Emily. Probably that of a woman.
Do you realize what that means? There are only 3 of us on the island. Bearing in mind that neither my sister nor myself had any reason to set upon the young lady, that means...
I know, Emily. I know.
Don't
Keep
dare
up
say
your
it.
courage, Louis. I'm sure there's an explanation. You're bound to shed some light on it all.
Nah,
What you say is true, Emily. I'm less and less enthusiastic about shedding any light on the subject.
listen. If my vision is correct, my mom only got one hand.
See you, Louis.
And if she only has one hand, then she's not capable of killing Elizabeth. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I can't go downstairs. Napoleon Bonaparte. I think this is his room. Yep. I've searched this room like twice already. Oh, you need a cigarette, dog? He looks stressed out over there.
The Battle of Alexander.
Before I talk to you, though,
how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Don't tell me somebody stole this
My
weapon.
dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us.
Oh no, I read that already. So I'm guessing someone took his weapon.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannica.
Amber. Yeah, so I mean, all things are pointing to Sir Jacques Peru.
It's a beautiful weapon. Lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Alright, let's talk.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
You did not look busy at all.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
So if it's not him, okay.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi.
Yep.
I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
With who? Talk to
Can you
me.
tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
At what time did you leave?
And His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
Alright, what time?
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight. So I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No.
So he said until around midnight, right? But I heard he was lurking outside her room.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already. Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time.
Oh, I just want to skip dialogue
I
sometimes.
know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Were you able to recognize the prowler?
Unfortunately not, no. It was dark, and Lord Mortimer was waiting for me.
Was he
I
big?
was not really paying attention anyway.
Night of the arrival.
Excuse me for insisting, but if you saw him or her, I'm sure you would have more information than that.
It's just that you don't think it can be of help to me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Was it a woman, for instance? Bearing in mind that all the women here wear whalebone dresses, which is rather noticeable.
A man, I should say. I don't recall seeing the silhouette of a dress.
You see, you saw many things, in fact.
Hang on. Laissez-moi réfléchir. Let me think a minute.
Let me
wig?
reflect.
His height? The sound of his footsteps, maybe.
Ah, his height. Oui, somewhat imposing. A tall man, and straight. As for the rest, I don't know, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr.
Not to
Peru,
worry. That's already
looking
quite a lot.
more and more
Thank you for
guilty.
everything. Were you able to recognize the
I
prowler?
think there was another option I can pick.
Unfortunately not, no.
I kind of wish it would go
It was
back to like
dark, and Lord Mortimer
the
was
selection
waiting for me.
choices instead
I
of
was
going
not
back
really
where I have to
paying
listen to the
attention
whole
anyway.
dialogue again and then choose.
But if I remember rightly, the night of her arrival was also the night of my arrival. So the person he saw leaving Elizabeth's room was Washington.
Ha! George Washington, you thought you can get away.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
George Washington think he's slick. Not on my watch. Hold on, let me go back to his room real quick. Manuel Godoy. Nope, that's me. Here we go. Right around. Nope, that's Piaggi. Right around the corner. Not that corner. Right around this corner. There we go. You scumbag. If you were sneaking out of her room, then there's no look. No, you say leave him alone, but listen to this. All right. If oh no. That had to be when he tried to get me to go downstairs and distract her so he can get in there, right? Because that's the same night that I arrived. You're lucky. You got an alibi. But I'm not done with you. Still don't like you, George. I'm leaving him alone. For now. Listen, I was about to get on him. I was about to get on him. George Washington think he's slick. All right.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Sir Jacques Peru. All right. Let me go see whose room was over here first. Anyone's room? Okay. Fair enough. Sir Jacques Peru. The last one on the list. I got you, Bigfoot. You know what time it is.
What do you want from me, de Richet?
You don't even
Greetings.
sound French.
It's fallen to me
Cut
that...
the crap! Get to the point. We both know why you're here.
And have you got anything to tell me?
What does it matter? It's too late anyway. Do what you have to do and get out.
Huh. Psychology. It's coming in handy.
It's never too late, sir. If you have something to say, now is the time.
You don't understand. Everything's already written. It's over.
Why is he behaving like the perfect culprit? What is it that's already written? I'm not sure I follow you.
No, you don't.
Listen, I got your boats down there. I see them. Let me check the room first, though.
A pattern with 4 circles.
I got this key, I think, right? No, I don't. Whoops. I could have swore I had a key with 4 circles.
Another painting on the Massacre of the Innocents? Nice decor for a Revolutionary Tribunal judge's room.
The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad.
Great. Honey.
Let's see. Let's read some stuff. I don't know if we shall meet again. At this point in time, I am a prisoner, snared by my own decisions. You must be protected. My future is lost without you. You can still be saved. No matter how much bitterness you hold against me, you must know that I made a pact with the devil who I thought I could master. I thought I knew the monsters, but what I did for France is nothing compared to what they are capable of doing. Now I can't see any way out. The jaws are closing upon me. I love you now and forever. Ah. Okay.
The Massacre of the Innocents.
That's an interesting painting to have up.
I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests.
Alright.
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris.
It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it.
This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
So you just steal it? Okay, that's fair, I guess. Louis said, can't just 4 circle shape. Okay, there we go.
Dear friend,
I don't have to waste the point.
come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris. A boat will be waiting for you in Calais and will take you to Dover in England. From there, a carriage will take you to the port of Tintagel, where a frigate will be waiting for you and other guests, so you can meet up with me on my island as quickly as possible. I await your arrival. Lord William Mortimer.
Alright. So anything else?
A pattern with 4 circles.
Yep. What? The jelly?
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, but I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Okay. Devil Thorn.
Dear Monsieur Peru.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
All right. Have you finished?
I got
Not
questions.
quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Immune to questioning. Okay.
2 days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams. What happened? Did you want to give her another beating? She wouldn't let you push her around again, huh?
Shut up, you little shit! You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're Investigator of the Year. Have you taken a look at yourself, de Richet?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not!
Oh no, I'm not letting you off at all.
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who's he?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
Oh, he kicked me out. Okay. I don't think he did it now, but I got no other choice. Someone's gonna go after him. All right, sir, I'm here to snitch. I got some information for you.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
All right.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then.
Please,
Please,
I don't think it's
carefully
him.
before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
All right. Hold on, wait.
I'm going to need a bit more time to
Let
review
me-
my findings about the crime.
I do understand.
Let me do
All
one
the
thing
more so
before
as
I
it's crucial not to make any mistakes when it comes to
before I go forward
naming
with
the
this. Let me
culprit.
do one more thing. Wait, he got a pet? Where? What? Oh, it's right there. I'm like, what? Talking. Okay.
Monsieur Johann van Volna.
Did I check his room already? I didn't, right? No, I did not. Oh, good thing I did not. Okay. Oh, what's that?
Byzant from the Byzantine Empire, a coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Royal jelly. I'll pick that up. All right. What's this?
Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth.
Ah.
But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Sir Volner.
The table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol.
Golden elixir.
Oh, okay.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Oh. This should be easy. Use your knowledge. Dang, 6 points. Woo. That is an arm and a leg. If you didn't look around, you would, and someone like spent points on that, they'd be a fool.
Amber crystals.
Ooh, amber crystals.
The alchemist is an old man.
They got the bronze tub. How they fill? How they? Okay, real question here. How do they fill these tubs up? Like, do you just walk back and forth from the bathroom that's not even in the room and fill it up? I need answers. Oh, look at those boots there. I mean, it was Jacques Peru who walked through. But, alright. You were snooping around her room earlier.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes.
Ah, okay.
It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed.
This first chapter is
But I
over an
didn't
hour
stay up
long. That's gonna be
I was tired.
trying to turn
Thank
this
you,
into an
Frank.
episode. It's gonna be rough.
Did you see how many tattoos Miss Adams had on her?
Of course. Who wouldn't have noticed?
Yes, but I'm sure that an expert like yourself must have an opinion on the subject.
I do. She was seeking to imprison something inside her. Her own body had become a sort of prison.
She wanted to protect herself. Is that what you're saying?
Elizabeth was a flame, a candle in the night. And like all candles in the night, she was surrounded by darkness, by her demons. Call it what you will. One thing is for sure. She struggled against hell and high water not to let her flame go out.
But it's out now
Excuse
because
me
she's
for
dead.
asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she...
Don't lie to me. I know everything.
Not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit.
This is my
If I
job,
find
alright?
the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Okay.
Exactly how long had you been seeing her?
I have no reason to answer you.
I see. Is that what you want me to tell Lord Mortimer when he asks what I found out?
It's only been a few weeks.
A few weeks? That's a bold-faced lie. Don't lie to me.
I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Please, tell me a little more about the nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was passion. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
All right.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
Wow, you sound defeated. Okay. So I think I have all that I can get from in here. Do you think I can go into what's his face's room? There was one person that I couldn't get into their room, other than Piaggi. So this is Elizabeth's room.
President George Washington.
George, I'm back. Let me see if I can get a different dialogue from him.
Greetings, Louis.
I shan't keep you any longer.
Never
Mr.
mind.
President.
Feel free, Louis.
I thought it would have
If
gave
there's
me a
anything I
dialogue
can
for
do,
what
just
Napoleon
ask.
said.
Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. This is Piaggi. Still can't get in there. Doriche, which is moi, like my French. And then this is okay.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I haven't seen him yet, have I? Okay, so I can go do my snitching duties.
Sir Jacques Peru.
And I still can't go back in here. Come on, turn around, Louis. Alright, I'm back to snitch. Sir, I'm here to snitch. It was Sir Jacques Peru.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
My French is decent when I try to speak in French.
I'm listening, Louis.
I don't know a lot. Alright, oh, I can actually say, okay. I can actually say this. See, I didn't have this choice before. Good thing I went back and I talked to, what's his face? Because this wasn't here before. Because I don't think it was any, what is a brother to do in this situation? Alright, so should I accuse someone or should I just kind of like let it slide? Because I don't think it's any of them. But all the evidence point to Jacques Peru.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
Wait, I couldn't. What's his face? Well, I guess Sir Holmes was still with us. I was going to see if I can talk to him, but okay.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it.
Oh.
Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way.
Sure, do what you gotta do.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think she's
seems
hiding.
to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
I think I would say she's
Knowing
the cat.
my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the cannon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes.
How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing.
The game
to
keeps
properly
like
equip his army.
pausing slightly,
I took it
so
upon
it like
myself
it gets
to
off
back
sync
him
a little bit.
because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
Yeah,
If only my mother had trusted me, but
I don't know.
she
Probably
remained
didn't sell the
very
book,
mysterious.
but
I'd
I'm
have
not
been
sure.
delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Maybe she found something out.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me about her disappearance.
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you.
We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
I forget his name, but it's the other room we couldn't get into.
Just opposite Mortimer's study.
Oh yeah, here we go.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Okay, anything? What's this? Coin.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says,
Oh,
"We must find a safer way to communicate.
It's
Someone
my
has bound
time.
to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
The man with the
Who could she
sword.
be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
All right.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured. What comes up here? What is this disc?
Well, observe it. I'm just gonna take it. Anything else? You gotta look everywhere.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
What's this?
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
All right, let's open the door.
The door appears to be locked on the other side. I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Use the disc. Yeah, I'll use.
We'll see if it works.
Okay. We must find a safe way to communicate. Someone is on to us, trusting the faith in the man with the sword. Trust in the faith with the man with the sword. Now, is there a picture of a man with a sword in here? That's not a picture of a sword.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Wow, 7 points. Let's move away from that.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. Their fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust. Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Reni.
Amber.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
There we go.
Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean? So we have the
figure 11 twice underlined.
Hmm.
And a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere.
Let's
and it
get
must be
it.
associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
All right.
The New Testament.
All right. So, Epistle of Paul, right? And okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll start from the beginning. $11 circled. Wait, was it 11 circled twice? It mentioned 11 in the picture twice.
Have they stumbled that they should fall? God
Okay.
forbid. But rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this
E.
note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you.
Oh,
Pick up the package.
Elizabeth. No, Emily's sister.
Know where and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply. Hidden behind the youngest apostle. What?
The youngest apostle.
The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
The youngest apostle. Nope, not that. Okay. It's gotta be in here.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini. The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Let's think about the code.
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
Okay. So not is it I low-key want to just cheat right now because I feel like this is what is this?
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there's John. Okay, Epistle of Paul. Epistle of Rome. Glad you picked the package, you know where, headed by. Revelation of John. Wait, what's the difference between John and Revelation of John?
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished
I'm
for
thirsty.
a time, and times, and a half.
I might have to take a small break after this
in
chapter.
the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's.
Oh.
S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
So, I see no angels in here. That's not an angel.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
No, that's not it. Wait, is there a picture with the angel?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Can I like... Okay.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute. The angel.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Wait, what are... Nope, go back. I don't... Roman? I will hear you reply with the angel. Okay, so before I continue, is this section timed? Cause I feel like it's timed, and I don't want to like run out of time while trying to figure this puzzle out. I figured with time I can figure it out, but if I don't have time, then I'm just gonna be clicking everywhere. You don't remember.
For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
What?
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up.
I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to
You're
Mark
old, forgive you.
and reveal the answer to them.
Wait.
And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6. St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna use
Opponent
this.
of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
I don't know.
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. Several portraits of apostles,
Is there
all
anything
signed
here?
by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust. A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Can I not? Okay. All right. So the apostles. No, it wasn't. It was. Was it Saint Mark? Saint John. Okay. Group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. It is paramount.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not
I
is
swear, if I run out of time on this, I'm be
because
very
he hath not believed in the name
very
of the only begotten Son of
frustrated
God.
with this game. Wait, that wasn't it. Saint John.
I and my Father are one.
I don't know. Don't be sad, cause I'm already sad now, cause I like every second I take doing this, I feel like time is just running out more and more, and And this is such a long chapter that I feel like I would want to start this over if I run out of time doing this. Read my last clue. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them.
I guess I'll just come back later. There's nothing worth noticing here. Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Oh.
It says, "Count in the dust." All right, let's do it.
Count in the dust. What?
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Okay. No do-overs. Are you? Listen, I'm not gonna want to do it over. I'm gonna want to do it over, but I'm not gonna want to do it over because we're going on an hour and 50 minutes right so far. Okay. Come on. Hebrew. Chapter 2, verse 8. Chapter 6, verse 8. Oh, there was the 8, but...
But that which bears
I'm not
and
a
briars
puzzle
is
god.
rejected,
Alright,
and
I'm just...
is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned.
Kind of a
Here's
puzzle
message.
person.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help?
I kind of want coffee now.
Let's
so I
see
can
tomorrow evening.
Stay up a little bit
in
later.
the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
And I know it's got to be this one. This is the last picture.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
This is the last picture in here. Examining the
Caravaggio attained a
painting.
magnificent command.
No. There was a 4 on the
Play of
frame.
colors too. Paul facing an ordeal. The curtains of his illusions being
There was
raised.
a 4
and receives the light from
written
the
in the
Savior.
dust, I think, on the frame.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Come on. Here's an impasto. Nope. Hold on, okay. If not, okay, when Paul understood that only the acts counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confrontation to his left. In the company of the pilgrims, you have joined him. So, how do wait? I thought, oh, so there was 4. Paul understood that only the acts counted. He went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left. I might be dumb, but the way I go about it is I'm like, okay, 4 acts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll wait you on his left, and then I go back to this one.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey.
So I was, hold on, wait, I was right about that one.
From Mother in reply to Eve.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4,
urgently,
and then to his left.
I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare.
Watch out for Volner.
He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward?
Is that the guy that's not here yet?
I suspect. I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by
Volner. What is allegorical?
I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Item added to the inventory. A Bible's note. Join the other guests. Oh, thank goodness. That's the end of the chapter. Oh. Is that the same one I dated? Failed. I did not understand my mother's message. What message did I not understand? I discovered. Wait. What does that mean that I don't know. All right, I got 4 points. I like being able to just not have to use points. Okay. So let's go. I want to go back. I want to go into one of these again. I like being able to 10 points left before level 3. Skill use is free when it's at level 3. Huh. Okay, okay. You know what? Okay. See, diversion. Do I want to get this to... Etiquette, politics, conviction. I should at least get something to all these, right? Or should I just level something up fully? Like diversion, divert people's attention, change the subject, or avoid questions. You know what? I'm gonna go into linguistics. I made my choice. Linguistics it is. So 1 point to linguistics right there. So that'll level it up. And then psychology questioning. Occultism. Logic. Okay, I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll throw a point into politics. Yeah. Oh, I got another. So I can do 3. Oh, it just keeps changing the game. I'm gonna throw 2 points into politics.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
All right.
Sir Johann van Vulner.
There he goes. Small salon. Where's the small salon at? Is there a map? Okay. Hillsborough room. Bonaparte. Peru's room. Tower. Adams. Washington. My room. Where does that go? Okay. Is it downstairs? Dining hall. Portrait. Front court. Where the heck is this small salon at? Is it downstairs? Upstairs? Nope, that's not it.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
So I can't go in my room. Who's sweeping? Okay, so it's not that way. So I'm here. Bonaparte's room. Tower. Mortimer's office. Library. Hey, where's the small salon at? In the small living room.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Can I go down here? Oh, okay. It's down here. No, I was...
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I was looking at the map.
About last night, I'm guessing.
Sadly, no.
Don't get your hopes
Even
up, girl.
if I'd like to have, alas, there are more pressing matters. I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision. I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Don't send her on my mother's trail. Hold on, wait. Nope, not that. Next skill is free. Can I not? Is she not vulnerable to this?
If mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
He sounds very
Should I
suspicious.
speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I'm gonna tell her. Or should I keep quiet? No. I'm gonna tell her. She needs to know. But okay, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
How did you
told you?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. You're very kind. It means a lot to me. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation.
Who arguing in another room?
That's what we shall see.
We'll speak about it later, somewhere safe.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Somebody arguing in this room. Oh.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line. That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Oh, is that a threat?
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Why? Who? Why?
And
Why?
what's Monsieur Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet. I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What? Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh, dear. Oh, as if it...
Oh.
Friends,
Hold on.
let us call...
Hold on, wait. Did you see that? You saw that, right? You know, the little sneaky head nod. Napoleon, you son of a gun.
Down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial. Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
Shut it down.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Mama.
Sarah is his mother, Duke.
Yep.
Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace.
Wait, so, okay. Did you see who he nodded to? The other person was off, like, the screen, but you could kind of see part of their face. Was it him right here with the wig, Sir Holmes? Or was it, someone else?
I was preparing to introduce you, as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence.
Or was it Manuel Godoy?
In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another.
I don't know.
When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
I like Mortimer's fit. No, but like literally, he did the little, like, we know.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
Oh,
I
confrontation.
heard about your mother's disappearance.
Only chance. Whew.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Okay, wait. Nope. Vulnerable. That's 3. So I'm gonna just use this.
Well, sir, I must admit, I'm a little pushed for time here, so...
Very well. I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
What?
All right, then. Thank you.
What did I
hope that your
what did I
search will
accidentally
prove
click on?
successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
What did I click on the? No, it didn't click on it. Oh, the controls are so finicky. The mouse just went everywhere. Oh my gosh. I hate it here.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Oh man, this game.
Space letter. I'll retrieve it later.
The game done screwed me over.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Oh my gosh.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
No, the mouse. Ugh. No, because look, you see at the top right here, I use these so I can click on the option without using points, and the mouse went to something else. I am upset. Oh my gosh.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
This is diversion, and then questioning.
I'm sure that a soldier such as yourself is not interested in vulgar rumors.
Quite right. If only this cursed gossip didn't come to stain the uniform he has the audacity to wear.
Don't you find him worthy?
But how could he be, monsieur? He never sets foot on the battlefield, too occupied with charming the queen. Have you any idea of the number of titles that coward has won in just a few years?
No, not really.
10! And that Don Juan spends the best part of his time under the queen's skirts. The bugger must have some hidden talent, given all of the gifts she gives him.
I understand your
Did you
point of
find
view.
out who he nodded to?
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Would you have any more information about the
Oh,
conference
Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when
I
it
didn't
comes
see
to
that.
his
I didn't see that
conferences.
message. I saw
But
the
given the
one
presence of Monsieur Peru and
after that.
ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À
Sure,
plus tard,
sure.
monsieur.
Oh, you want to play some chess? I'll play some chess with you. Alright, okay, I think we can go. Oh, never mind, what's this?
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall,
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Alright. Royal jelly. Might as well.
Honey,
Take that.
I couldn't have hoped for better. I have no space left.
Take that.
I'll retrieve it later.
There we go. We're all topped off. Alright, find out more clues about your mother.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
What can you tell me about our host? I have a few questions about the manor.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
My good fellow, would you have any...
Can I get some free amber?
Available?
Why he say it like
I
it's
would,
a drug?
But unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I'll play a trick on him and steal it from him.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Oh, I mean, I got the points
Hang
for
on,
it.
but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But sir, I... Very well, sir.
Manipulation.
Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Okay. Alright, we're done. Got what I needed from you. That is a very big fireplace. Alright, Georgie.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Luke. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind.
You're useless.
Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
You're useless.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel.
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
Mr. President,
Okay.
can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
I need to find Emily.
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
So you just forget about the dead
thank you
lady
for your time.
upstairs?
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Alright, where's Emily? Okay. I can go upstairs too. Okay, so I probably can't go into any of the rooms, right? Except for my own, probably.
Huh, that's me.
Can I? No, I can't. Okay. I didn't see Piaggi downstairs. Alright, let's see if I... So, can't go in there. I'm just checking to make sure. So, okay, so yeah. Alright. Where does these stairs lead to? I'm just full on everything. Devil's Door.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid. Oh, okay. I don't have a left key. Well, if I find another key, I guess I can... Water symbol. Okay. I still got 3 more chapters after this. Oh. Okay. I'm just like roaming around. Alright, library. Anything I can get in here? But there's a book. Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
That is a big library.
I had
no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Alright, there's a coin. Oh, here's Piaggi.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord.
Talk to me.
How did the king come to be executed?
Asking the wrong
I
person.
would think that the order would have intervened.
Possibly. Don't insist. No,
Your Eminence,
talk
I'm
my
sorry
ish.
for King Louis, but he did everything to put himself there.
Louis, how can you say such a thing? Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead. Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Nope.
I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Okay, the nightmare.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
A place or an object.
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the nightmare.
Let me think.
So he
I'd
can
say,
manipulate it.
Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It is titled The Nightmare, and it
Maybe-
shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her, and in the background, a horse. I don't know if it will be of any help.
Maybe there's
but I
something behind the
can't think of
painting.
anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence. I gotta go and see it just in case, though.
Okay, that's it.
Thank
I don't
you
need
for
anything
everything,
else.
Your
Get out my
Eminence.
face.
I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
I ain't got nothing else to say to you. Alright, we are going to Mortimer's room. Alright, quickest way to get there, maybe this way. Alright, let's see what's behind this painting. Oh wait, I can get up here, right? I should be able to, yep.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare? Book of the Mortimer family.
Is that it?
Book of the Mortimer family.
Okay. Bird, you better not say nothing.
Let's take a closer look.
Gosh darn it, science.
Dark chocolate beans.
Taking it anyway.
Bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Accounts for the year. 6,156 pounds food, 6,200 pounds candles. Just remember to reduce wood consumption next year. Bird, be quiet. Dear Mr. Guido Poletti, I'm writing with regards to the dates of the paintings that I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. No need to remind you that the Freemason year AL begins in March, not January. About the Longinus paintings, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire.
No, what have we got here? Well,
Don't know.
Looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
What's this book?
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
You never know, sir. You never know.
Might come in handy.
Can I feed the bird?
A mina bird.
Pretty boy Waldo, pretty boy. Okay.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? Well, Waldo, is your master good? I don't really know what I was expecting.
If I give it chocolate, will he die? I'm doing it.
What have I done? Looks like I killed him. Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
Oh no. Okay. Go to the picture. Hurry up.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
No mechanism here.
Wait, is it what? Okay, there we go. Like I had a feeling, I'm like, if I get a chocolate, will it die? Next thing you know, I should have known. I should have just been like, no chocolate.
What is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period. No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle.
Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Analyze the dates.
The Crusades took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it? The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Yeah. I hope this isn't another timed puzzle. I feel like it is. Because what did he say? He said that when we hear like the little bell ring, we should all gather at that one room. Okay, so
the famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish. Not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion.
Okay. Am I looking in the right place for this code?
This painting isn't finished, and it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
5154? Maybe? I don't know. Nope. Okay. 5154, right? That's what I said?
Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
5154, okay.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190.
5190.
That's a funny date.
5190. We're doing it. 5190. 5190.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
Okay.
Damn it. Doesn't work. 5190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Wait, the right dating system? So should I subtract 4,000 from this?
The 12th month of
so 1190?
5190. That's a funny date.
So would it be 1190? Hold on, let me try it.
I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Ma'am, you in the chat. I need you to throw some knowledge my way, girl.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. Painting depicting the Third Crusade.
0190?
It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre.
Why would it be 0190? You're supposed to minus 4,000, right? Oh, I entered 0. Well, thank you for pointing that out, because I'm slow.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Well, I'm wrong again. Also, what?
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre.
Yeah, because I looked at the other picture and I was like, oh, this date came up again. So...
Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
So 1154. All right, let's try it.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Whoops. Okay, so the second number is a 1. I know that for sure.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Oh, do I need to use points for it? Oh my gosh.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarbe. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to
I pushed
authorize
it down,
him to
it was
lead a
wrong,
Roman
so...
crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Let's see. Been going on for 2 years. What wood number?
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Let's see. There's no date on here. 1792. I don't think that's right. Nope, it's not right because the second number is a 1, so that's definitely not right. 5187. All right. So 1187 maybe.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
There's puzzles in here. Dog, I'm about to just use my points.
I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
This is irritating. Okay,
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
so it gets stuck on number 9. Wait, so hold on, wait. So this gets stuck on number 9, so maybe it's supposed to be a 0 there? I don't know. I'm about to cheat. I'm tired of this. I'm not getting any help or anything, and it's just
a painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. I get the impression I've seen that before. In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
okay. Something with the Crusade. So let me go back into this book. There's no like guaranteed
History of the First Crusades.
like, right in your face hints.
Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. Or
how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result, in Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
I mean, that's the only
famous
one
call
that
of
mentions
Pope
a
Urban
date,
II.
I believe. So
20 years after
I don't
the
know.
capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish.
Expert Resident Evil player.
Of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of
Hold on,
Jerusalem,
let's see.
where approximately 30,000 were left dead.
So
It signaled the
in this
beginning of
game,
centuries of
you
wars
have
of religion.
different classes, and within the classes, you can do different
Crusades
things.
took
You
place
get
not long
different
after the year
skills.
1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it?
Yeah, so I have the skills to use these. So let me show you real quick. So when you first start, you can choose one of the 3 classes. So you can do detective, with occultism and politics. So I chose detective. So you start with these skills over here as a detective, but you can branch off into the other ones. But if you have the skill unlocked, then you can use it. But it uses up the little points at the bottom left here if you do use it.
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a great honey. History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like.
So you have these things down here that you can also use. Royal Jelly, it restores 2 effort points if you use it. I think in between chapters you get some back also. The Carmelite water makes it so you can use it. It's a one-time use pretty much, so you can use a skill that would cost points for free. But yeah, they normally come back in between chapters, and you can find amber fragments. 4 of them will get you 1 effort point, like an extra one down here.
4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
1191. How did you come up with that? No, it'll say 0 down there. So like 0 points to be used.
Open sesame.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Alright, what's this? My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from Russians. The Tsarina to look too excited about beating the puzzle. Listen, I was getting frustrated. I was about to quit or cheat. I didn't care at that point. I spent too much time just sitting there trying to figure it out anyway. I regret to the Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. Once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage, I am sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your friend, Elfried Bauer. I don't know. I don't know. Like for me, it was like I was just over it. That's why I didn't jump out my chair or anything.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
I don't know. It was just I was just over it. Nothing there. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Custine and the army of the north. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any missives to give me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend Monsieur Peru. Sincerely yours, Charles Francois de Maurice, General of the Army of the North. Hey, look, I'm here for all the help that I can get, honestly, because the way I've been going about this lately, I don't know. Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Wait, if you played this game, then you should know the answers. I thought you were gonna like go ahead and cheat for me since I was struggling so much. Oh, I don't have, see, so like this right here, I can't choose this because I don't have politics unlocked, so I can't analyze the map.
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns even for Mortimer.
My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schlüsselburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine, should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend Nikolay Novikov. I can't read.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Alright. The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durrani, king of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, of Mashhad, of Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son Zaman will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiation. There's a lot to look at in this room. I'm not going to remember any of this if I have to.
This shows the forces present in America.
Didn't I choose? Oh, one other thing. So like these books over here, at the beginning of a chapter, you can select some books. And by the end of the chapter, you will get a point into whichever one you chose. And it's crazy because I started putting points into politics too. You gotta get the get that diaper. You gotta get that one diaper for your dog. My dear friend, with thanks. Oh yeah, female dogs do when they're in heat. With thanks for your service rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. My dear friend, I am not reading all this. Skim through. Thank you for your help. We shall soon be able to meet in place and blah, 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 blah. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. And then whatever you project fought against Russia will soon commit itself to. I don't think you can resist. I beseech you, William, your loving brother. G. P.S. Confidence for the president. Okay. Don't know what it says, but you know what? Map of Europe.
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold.
26
million.
That's a number I should remember.
It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
My dear friend, thank you for your word, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit under your advisement. I am often that opposes you in the hopes of serving you again. George, King of Hanover, King of the United States, Kingdom, and Great Britain. All right, some good reading. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
My mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Oh,
what is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
There's more stuff in here.
Preservation using formaldehyde. just as disgusting as ever. Something strange about this table.
Science. Gosh darn it, science. I had a chance to put points into it and I didn't do it. Look at the instrument.
Little surgeon's perfect collection.
So he's immune to science. Examining inscriptions.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are 2 inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my inventions. Draw inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine. Here is the model of your new lock. If you appreciate my prototype, it is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the judgment of faith because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you will appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustave Montrant, Master Architect. Different. Who is the most admirable of all? The Olympians. There's a lot to read. I don't want to read everything. Lord Mortimer, Tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible. So pretty much Mortimer is like this supreme dictator, not dictator. This person who just has like their hand in multiple cookie jars pretty much, and he's controlling different aspects of the world.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
It's crazy.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for.
What 3 rusty old nails? They're about 20 centimeters long.
Yeah, he's like he's pretty much controlling the whole the whole world pretty much.
I wonder who it's for.
And everyone's working with them without knowing that they're all going against each other.
Carmelite water will give me a little
based off
reprieve.
what he wants. Be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vundi peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure of the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priest and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people definitively. Your devoted servant, Francois Anthonais. Okay. So much stuff.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual?
Listen, when this goes to my YouTube channel and highlight, these chapters are gonna be cut down a lot.
To get one of those. A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Use the left key. I'm opening it. Screw it. Give me what's in here.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Alright, and my dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of funding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still die to begin in October. That should be due, right? I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State. Okay.
It's locked.
Alright, so I can leave, right?
Weakness of the Human Psyche.
Nope, I read that already.
By
Okay.
Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily
Okay, let's go.
Oh, shit. How am I going to get out of here now?
So, this door.
It's locked.
Or not. Let's see.
3 rusty old nails. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. Something strange about this table.
Nope. Alright, so gotta figure out how to get out of here.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Anything with the ladder that I can do? Oh, okay. So, okay. Do I just put the same number in? Oh, no. It would be the opposite number, right? Okay, so let's see, the opposite of it would be the opposite, right? So 1 was over here, but the 1, 2, so there's 10, so 5, right? So it was a 1 1. No, so I think it's going off of the other side. So the entrance was 1191. So if I'm looking at it from this side, it would be 55. Let's see. 4? No, would it be 4? I think.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Think about the door.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date. I'd better not mess up again.
So this is the
It
mechanism.
seems to be working.
Okay. Okay. So Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not it then, right? Because if 1 is here, I put 4 right there. I don't think 1 is 5. Okay, so because okay, so there's 10 numbers, right? So I'm thinking it's 6. So if 1 is 5, 9 would be 9 wouldn't be 4. Oh, okay, yeah. But I don't want to get this wrong though, so I gotta be very sure that two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 9 would have to be I don't know. 9, 0, 2. Okay. Depending on the lineup of the will, the aforementioned lock will open and will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the judgment of faith because of the snooper. Okay. Yeah, so I think is it 6? So is it 6 and then that's 4? Two, 3, 4, and then are these 6? I think this is correct. I think.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Oh, okay. Right? Only one way to find out. Oh, there we go. Is someone waiting for me on the other side? Nope. Okay, let's get out of here. Q, you missed it. I killed the bird. I killed his pet bird. Master of Escape. Oh, thank goodness that's the end of the chapter. So I poisoned Waldo the bird in Mortimer's office. I could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Well, I mean, I don't know. Listen, it wasn't purposefully done. It just kind of happened. Okay, I'm gonna put points into there, and I'm gonna get politics up. All right. Okay. So, subterfuge. I can get occultism up. Science. Oh, what's this? Okay. I'm gonna do that because that'll give me a point in 3 different categories. And I'll do that because that'll probably. Oh, that's I already have a point in that. Okay, well that's fine. Occultism.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Oh, hold on. Decision time. Spy on Piaggi and Voner, or look for my mother. Yeah, we can hop on that. This is the last chapter of this episode. So once this chapter's over, then I'm done streaming for tonight. Okay, so spy on Piaggi and Voner, or look for my mother. A little peeping Tom, peeping Louis. Okay.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory.
He is
How
not
long
being
has he been trying to collect
subtle.
all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
He looked very creepy.
So, my son, what can we do for you?
Not a darn thing. Delve deeper into their discussion. No, they were talking about Mortimer just having the original copies of things.
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence.
Alright.
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Okay, so reassure them, pretend to know. It seemed important. Well, I don't want to spend points, so I'm gonna just do this one.
Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Boldner, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis? I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics.
You know, video game logic, you know, his back pocket.
Collector. Well, For years, he has been searching high and low to
You know,
bring
like
all the
video game
copies
characters
of
have
the
like
Holy
a
Spear together.
bottomless pocket.
As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
What y'all say? Y'all are terrible whisperers. Okay. Let's go talk to a servant. And I know just the one down here. Or not. Okay. Okay, I don't want to go through all those doors, so we're gonna go this way. There's a lot of doors down that way, so I'm just gonna go down this way. Pretty much. Piaggi don't know when to stop talking.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
Manipulation, because...
My good man, I'm afraid you're overstepping your role.
Yep.
You're the one who's supposed to be giving the answers, not me.
Naturally. I hope that sir will forgive me. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two ways, sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Okay.
Thank you, my good man.
I think I did see the garden in like the last episode. All right. Not here. Oh, jelly's full. Oh, George Washington.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
I swear he ain't got no lips. I don't like that. It bothers me whenever I see him.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
All right. She has the golden thread. Oh, Jacques Peru.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
Well, I needed you to see that I wasn't a snitch, obviously.
I tell you what I'm looking for, Monsieur Peru. Will you promise to keep it to yourself?
Hell no. And anybody who gives you a promise like that is an unmitigated liar. Trust no one, Monsieur de Richet, or you'll soon be a dead man. I bid you good luck.
Well,
you'll need it.
well, I just oh, okay. I'm not mean to George. He threatened me earlier. It's a maze I'm lost. No, but George threatened me earlier, so I have all right to say what I say to him. Oh, you accuse him of killing? I really wanted to. But that would have been mean just because I didn't like him.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve. Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
Translate.
I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father.
Hey, I'm not spending points to remember the
let's
myth.
keep going.
I'm not out here for that. I'm just trying to get through the maze.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
Even though he wasn't the killer?
Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. She has no cracks. Alright, well, let's continue anyways. I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Watch this becomes a set of stairs. I can already tell just by looking at it.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
Yes, sir. Figured it out already. But I'm still trying to figure out the sword.
Golden elixir.
Okay, I think this... Nope, not that way. This way. Or not. Okay, not that way. Okay, I can get over there this way.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus.
Translate the plaque.
I am the architect of my own demise. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
I'm pretty sure that's not the right one, right? That can't be. Let me check elsewhere. Oh, there's a hole in his chest.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete.
Let me tell you.
Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate.
Okay, I'm using points.
Mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was
Oh,
born,
like Loki
sadly
helmet.
known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Huh. Okay, okay. This person had multiple swords thrust in him.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
I am the cursed child.
1 point.
Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born.
You say you because he was the lady had a mate with the bull Minotaur?
The statue has a crack in it. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword.
I'm doing it.
Right. We'll soon see. Sorry, Asti. Yet again, your story does not end well.
Okay.
What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
Okay. Analyze, study the mechanism.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Alright, you see that hole right there?
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Okay. I think I got it right. So let's hope I don't get pricked. Well, I got it wrong.
What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it. On my head. I feel hot.
Okay.
Asterion.
So I was wrong.
Asterion, son of Minos and Pasiphae.
Asterion, who had such a sad fate and who the legend portrays as the horrible Minotaur.
Well, sorry I had to stab you, but you know. Alright, who are you?
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Huh. The message on the stairs? Hold on, let me go back.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
The message over here. Let's see.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
Alright, it's up to the just. So there's only a couple people with the hole in them, right? Because they didn't have one. She didn't have one. She didn't have one. He had one over there. And then it was the two over here.
Minos. He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur.
Possibly.
The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate.
So you're saying I should put the sword in this guy?
Theseus.
Theseus.
He's the son of Aegeus. He became the mythical king of Athens, the unifying king. Pity, he's generally only remembered for having slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
All right, well, let's try it, Q. Let's try it. Yeah, I think it was the guy over here. Let me see what this says again.
Daedalus. If I remember rightly, he's the one who built the labyrinth for Minos.
Wait, no.
I am the architect of my own demise.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
She has no cracks. For once justice is done, she won't pay for the errors of the others. Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
Out of the three, the guy who killed the Minotaur seems worse.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth.
Wait.
Looks like there's a crack in the region of the
She has a crack also. Crap.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
Let's see. A crack as long as my finger.
Okay. I think I need to follow the thread. Right? Yep.
Here's the famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
So I need to okay, so this just leads me that way? Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm right. Okay. Alright, Q. I think you guessed it right. Come on. No whammy. Well, that didn't work. I was lied to.
Theseus.
All right,
Try
so
something else instead.
That wasn't it. All right.
Minnows.
Something's off here, but I'm gonna try it.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
Because it made it seem like the thread will lead you to the right one, but apparently we were lied to. Yeah. Alright. I mean, there's only a certain number of times I can get pricked, I think, right? Oh, there's blood on the walls down here. Crap.
Again?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
I don't know what... Oh yeah, he has visions.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
No. That's like his... I don't know, would he be like the right-hand man? I don't know. But there's blood on the walls.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Alright, let's see.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Notice something.
There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances.
Give me sight
I'd
of
love
it.
to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Okay. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so what's that? Is that a it's a servant.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
If they can't beat a one-armed lady, then they deserve what's coming to them, right? Well, not one arm, but she only has one hand, pretty much.
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you—
Tell me who you are!
Oh, she tweaking. Oh yeah, she definitely needs tweaking. And I didn't get a level. I'm mad. Oh, I skipped that. But oh yeah, definitely this video. I'm gonna have to download this video in the morning to start cutting this up. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Almost 4 hours long. I need to go get something to drink. Q, let me go grab something to drink after I end the stream, and then I'll hop on Discord. But thank y'all for watching. It was a long stream, but thank y'all for watching. That's episode 2. We found my mama and she tweaking. She off that stuff. So yeah, I'll catch y'all, I don't know, next Saturday. I want to stream throughout the week sometime, but next Saturday for sure. We're doing the next episode 3. So yeah, hopefully it's not a long 4-hour stream again, but we'll see. Yeah, catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.